Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
You are listening to Panties and Sports. This is DizzieMac and Cheryl Smith, the First Lady of Sports Talk. Our panel includes Joe, Midas Mind of YourProsperityInsights.com. That's my partner. First Lady, you were gone last week, and I know you got a lot to catch up on, so we're ready for what you're saying.
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdie known as LaShawn McCoy is flying out of the nest straight into the loving arms of the Buffalo Bills. Shady was feeling hazy after the news was announced, but he was wondering what kind of hoodoo voodoo did Rex Ryan put on Chip Kelly to make a trade made feel was lopsided. Who got the better end of this deal? Herschel Walker, any ex-Dallas player, Pennsylvania, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? Well, look, LaShawn McCoy probably thinks Chip Kelly's name should be shady because this was a very, very shady deal. Everyone in Philadelphia is upset about this trade. How could you trade away your best player, Shady McCoy, for a linebacker, Kiko Alonso, who is young and a good player? However, he was out the entire 2014 year with a torn ACL. I mean, the bottom line to this, Chip Kelly is really strutting his feathers here. He just wants to let everybody know that he is definitely in charge, and he wants the Eagles to reflect his style of play, and he wants the players to buy into his system. And I don't think I mentioned to you, but of course, Alonso used to play for Chip in Oregon. Yes. He will bring in his players. So who got the better end of this deal? Well, everybody will believe that the Bills got the better end of this deal because Shawn McCoy is a gifted, talented player, and he's in his prime of his life. But you talk to Chip Kelly, he's going to say it's a win-win because he got his player, and I don't care what anybody says, the trend is going where running backs are a dime a dozen. And Chip Kelly, he has Darren Sproles, so he feels that he can also get another running back in the draft. So this is the reason why I think, like you said, it's about him making the team to reflect his personality. But I don't care what anybody says. I don't see how he could have gotten rid of that player. He is such a fabulous player, LaShawn McCoy. He is their best player. DizzieMac, I know you upset with like most of the people in Philadelphia. What do you think about this situation with this trade?
Man, First Lady, wow, it was a trip. It was a trip. But when you look at it, Chip Kelly is trying to make some room, make some cap room, okay? You got Darren Sproles, okay? He has somebody that he can trust on the defense. Keep Kirko Alonso. And, you know, he's got cap room to work with. He's trying to get down and get some of these other free agents out here. He's making a move. He's making a statement. Now, I don't know. I mean, I think he may have got the best out of the deal because,
you know, really
Shady is a great back. I think so, First Lady. I mean, and let me explain it to you like this. Rex Ryan is going to want to batter ram the ball. And see, Shady is not that kind of running back. He's going to want to batter ram 25 to 30 times a game, running between the tackles. And we all know Shady is at his best when he can improvise and do what he needs to do, however way he needs to do. So I think Chip Kelly made the right move.
Okay, well, he made the right move, but I still believe that Sean McCoy is a better player than the linebacker they received in Alonzo. But,
Battle
Joe,
rap.
come on, let's just tell me what you think about this, because, I mean, you're a football mind, and I know you're a Midas mind with the money there. So, I mean, you think this was the right deal here?
I'll tell you what, I was shocked, First Lady, when it happened. Because, like you said, Shady McCoy was the best player on the Eagles team. He was the hottest thing they had going. But he would become known as somebody who would voice his opinion in a Chip Kelly locker room. And, honestly, Chip Kelly needs his quarterback more than he needs that running back. Look at the old Oregon days. You had a bunch of big-time producing running backs. And they hit the pros, and we haven't seen them since. The fact is, his system makes the running back go. And if your system makes the running back go, I tell running back. When you really want to find a way to get enough cap room to move up, dump your second-round draft pick, and get Marcus Mariota. Get Shady out of here with his 1-6 tip. Tip somebody in Buffalo, bro.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, well, I seem to be the only one thinking that Shady McCoy was the best player, and the fact that this trade was bad for the Eagles. But, I mean, you guys are not like the people in Philadelphia, because I'll tell you something. They're really upset. Everybody is upset in Philadelphia, even the pundits. Again, I'm just going to reiterate, it's about Chip Kelly, and he wants his system, and he wants people that fit that system, and McCoy was not that person. That's why he got rid of Deshaun Jackson, too. So, I mean, there's obviously some more players that's going to be out of here. It's about getting all these Oregon players to make his system, but he'll find out soon that system is not good unless you have great players. DizzieMac, over to you.
Spoken like a true girl from Julie.
Is that who I hear there? Who just joined us?
Don't worry about it.
Was I imagining?
I had to have security escort somebody out in the studio.
All right. Okay.
Over there leaning toward the donuts.
Hey. And look at that First Lady.
I had a little flashback there. All right, Dizzy, back over to you.
Hey, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers to fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion, overpowered over the competition. I'm towering. Record shopping, I drop these lyrics that make me go for tops. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest that'll all get you sliced and diced. Competition paying the price. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. We are not talking about Tiger Flowers, Edgar Charles, or Mickey Walker. We are talking about the knockout punch landed by the NFL on LaRon Landry after getting a 10-game suspension for violating the league's performance-enhancing drug policy. Makes you wonder if he is at the point where a 10-game suspension really means no more NFL career. Nino Brown, let's kick the ballistics, G. CMB, we all we got. And Pee Wee Herman, asking, what you saying? Well, LaRon Landry has been a repeat offender of this policy before. If you've ever seen him, he looks suspect, like he could be, because, again, the brother is really, a bodybuilder playing safety. I mean, he's like, them cats that's been in Pelican Bay for 20, 25 years. He looks like he's been working out all the time, every time. I mean, Hey, I don't know. It's kind of suspect, but teams will have to really wonder when he comes back, is he going to be worth it? Are his skills worth it? Is he really, a bodybuilder playing safety, or is he a safety that likes to work out? We're going to see, but I don't know. First Lady, I know you like bodybuilders and guys that be, flexing down there in Florida. What you say?
Well, yeah, like you say, he does have a body, but also he's a need to grow because, as you indicated, he's a second-time offender. I don't know what he was thinking because I would imagine that he should have been thinking that he would have been on the NFL's radar. So I don't know how you become a second offender, but I guess it is what it is. These need to grows, and I don't think I think his career is pretty much over. I mean, he's been in the league for 8 years, and come on, I don't see a team giving him a new contract based on his track record. The Colts released him last season, and I just don't see another GM giving him the contract. I mean, they're going to question, like you said, DizzieMac, his ability to play. I mean, so much of it is his body obviously is built on using the performance-enhancing drugs. So really, what will he be able to show as far as his ability? Because he's a safety, and you need somebody who can run and can hit hard. But how much of his skills are really based on the fact that he's using the peds? So I don't see him coming back into the league. He's at that age. I think he's in his 30s, maybe 30 years old. So you're at that, 8 years in the league. You're kind of reached your max in the NFL. So it's sad. It's sad, but I think this is the end for him.
All right. Well, Joe, I don't see you over there shedding any tears, man. I mean, I know you count money, and I know he's losing a lot of money. But what you saying about LeBron Landry?
DizzieMac, I don't want to be negative on the young man because if I put myself in that situation where I can make millions of dollars a year and I'm going to get one pass on PED, but if I don't take him again, I'm going to have to get a job. I say a job. Listen, find me a needle. We're going to go for this thing. His career may be over, but I got a lot of love for him because he rocked it till the wheels fell off.
Ooh. Till the wheels fell off. I don't know, Ronnie B. We've been around a lot of vehicles and the wheels have fell off, but I don't know. 10 games is a heavy hit. First Lady, please take us to break.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Marlon Welch on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Vibe. Free him.
Another day, another restless night, crying myself to sleep. Another day of relentless phone calls from credit card companies demanding payment. Another day wondering if filing bankruptcy or getting one of those debt consolidation loans is the only way to go. A friend said, "Stop crying. Just call Sharon, the debt destroyer." Sharon and her team of experts work hard to help you eliminate your credit card debt and get you and your credit back on track. No bankruptcy, no loans, your credit card debt eliminated. I called Sharon and her team of experts went right to work with a plan that made sense. I am sleeping peacefully knowing my credit card debt is being destroyed and my credit is getting back on track. Have your credit card debt destroyed and get a good night's sleep? Contact Sharon, the Debt Destroyer, at yourdebtdestroyed.com or Call 888-431-2829, extension 2.
The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. You know we're going to give it our best. First Lady, I can't wait to hear the music from Marlon Welch.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning we have Marlon Welch out of Hollywood, California with his album, In the Crowd. From his website, Compton Music Marlon Welch is a musical amalgam, defying traditional genre categories. Welch carves out his own niche in the current musical landscape by combining musical elements evocative of the old school R&B legends like Luther Vandross and Marvin Gaye with a modern pop taste to produce a fresh sound. DJ, let's hear I Love You.
You give me one thing, you give me somewhere to place my dreams, and I won't stop for you, baby. You keep pushing me higher, showing me things about myself that I just didn't see. I push for you, you pull me through. I think that's I'd rather do. And for a while to make you smile. I think that's I'd rather do. Come take my hand, let's start again. I think that's I'd rather do. Let's movie date and bed by 8. All because I love you. Personal trainer, I'm gasping for air and you keep on fighting me. You keep spotting me. Oh, I wish for you, you pull me through. I think that's I'd rather do. And for a while to make you smile. I think that's I'd rather do. Come take my hand, let's start again. I think that's I'd rather do. Let's movie date and bed by 8. All because I
That was I Love You. All right, panel, is this track getting a shout-out, or are we hitting the mute button? DizzieMac.
First lady, how you doing? You looking good. It's good to see the crew of bras, panties. But I was out in the hallway and I saw this slim, good-looking brother outside. He got some of the good smelling water on his face. He even shaved. The brother, looking all slim and good. At first I was jealous.
Okay.
I thought he was trying to move in. But he told me, we got Mr. Shawn Broadnax from the Reach Movement Networks. He eased on in the studio back when the track started. But, like I said, the brother looking kind of clever. Might have a little wisdom about himself. But either way, he was, doing his thing. I gave him a donut. I see, right? I'm out this studio. All right, let me check us out tonight. Bluntly speaking, we got Cadillac Kitty Cat and Malucci on tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, Mr. Broadnax.
Hey, how are you?
Okay. Oh wow, that's spit face there. He sometimes we let him out the bag. All right, let's get to our panel. Okay, DizzieMac, what did you think about I Love You by Marlon Welch?
Hey, I'm going to give that a shout out. Hey, what's up, Shawn? Hey, man, don't mind the shimmy shake girls, man. They just kind of sizing you up, looking you over, man. But have a mimosa and have a shimmy shake girl.
All right. Well, Joe, what did you think of I Love You?
It was different. It was different. And I could kind of see him comparing himself to Luther a little bit there, like Luther after the stroke. But
okay.
I'm gonna give him a shout out for effort.
All right, Roddy B.
I was listening. I liked it, and it was just toward the end. He had this little thing that he did that was kind of like, I guess that's the nominee part or the whatever the hell it was. But it just, just everything off. And then he eased back in, but it kind of, I don't know what that was. But I'm giving it a shout out. It was different. Maybe I had to listen to it a couple of times to fully appreciate. But I'm going to give it a shout out.
I'm going to give him a shout out. Well, he's definitely not like Luther Vandross or Marvin Gaye, but he has his own style. So, it was a nice little track. But, there's some parts of it I can see where you were confused about it. But I'm going to give Marlon Welch a shout out on that. Okay, is that?
Well, what about Shawn?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Shawn. You want to give your opinion about I Love You?
I like the music. It had a really funky guitar line, so I'm gonna give it a shout out.
Okay, you can shout it out. Okay, is that the sound of my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
Uh-oh.
And we know Flipper live in a world
It's time for Flip It, where our panel defends a point and then they flip the script and defend the opposing view. It seems as though the NBA Players Association wants to let some young cats make some scratch by pushing for the NBA to lower the age limit. We asked the panel to defend. The NBA players know the real deal. Make the money while you can. If you have the skills and the team will take you, age ain't nothing but a number. Midas mind, the money man, you know we got to defend.
Ronnie B, if my son was 16 years old and he could play in the NBA, and he had a 4.0 grade average and all advanced courses, and he could also go to Stanford and become a doctor, I would slap the hell out of him if he didn't go to the NBA. He can always go back to school.
That's right. That's right.
He gotta go get his money, so I don't have to pay for his school. But with NBA salaries at the level they're at right now, why are we fighting so hard to save the NBA youth when we're not fighting that hard to save the baseball youth? Do both groups look the same? Or maybe we're going to help the ones that we really don't want to see going and get the money before they blow a knee. I think they're doing the right thing.
All right. You heard that defense from the Midas mind. DizzieMac over there naked, bearskin rugging it. Defend.
You know it. Man, the money's there. I mean, when you look at baseball, 18, 17-year-olds are signing all the time as soon as they graduate high school, going straight to the minor leagues with that money. Sometimes 7 to 6 figures worth. If you got skill in a team that's done their homework and research and have put things in place to help you succeed, it's going to be hard to turn down that money. You know, I may have to stop Joe from slapping him. I mean, not his son, but another youngster, because I'd be slapping him first if you don't take the money. But, like, you can't stop it. Again, when you're a prodigy, a lot of these guys are. You got to do it. I mean, you're going to have, I don't think you're going to have a lot of youngsters in this position, only the top echelon. And you know, age ain't nothing but a number. Just watch out.
Nothing but a number.
All right, we heard the defense from DizzieMac. Let's hear the defense from Shawn. Shawn, the NBA players know the real deal. Make the money while you can. If you have the skills and the team will take you, age ain't nothing but a number. Defend.
Man, I have to look at it the same way. The first guy I looked at it was, hey, if we're talking about my son, who'll be 16 in a few years, I would rather him start in the NBA while he's still under my responsibility, so that I can teach him, some of how to be grown up in the real world. Because, a lot of these NBA players, they get these big contracts, and then, they become dead broke because they don't have any real guidance about, how to use their money and how to spend it, that type of thing. So if my son is there at 16 or 17, he's still under my responsibility, so I can help him make sure that he doesn't, lose it all. And then, when it's time for the NBA is up, maybe, we'll do the college thing, we'll do something else, we'll make some investments while you're young, so that now you're when that NBA season is over, because eventually the NBA season is over. It's over for everybody. It's time to move on to the next thing. You're not left, with nothing.
All right, we heard the defense from Shawn.
I want to comment on that. I'm going to take, now, Shawn, you know the real deal. If you sitting up there and they go $4 million, son, get your ass with that ball. Get it with that ball right now. You better go down sleep with that ball, boy. Because daddy needs a new house.
And a new pair of shoes.
And a definite pair of Crocs or something on me and stuff. But all right, I'm out that studio.
All right, y'all. Excuse me. First Lady, defend.
The debate is whether 18-year-olds are ready to play in the NBA. If you are talented and have innate basketball skills, you are ready to play in any league. Innate skills cannot be taught, and players such as LeBron, Kobe, Kevin Garnett had these skills at 18 years old. And this is why they excelled in the NBA at a young age. Going to college will only help you gain more experience, but it will not give you that innate skills that is needed to play. College can't teach you how to run and jump. You have to be born with these abilities. There are many more college players that went to college for 4 years and had great careers, but not all of them made it in the NBA because you know what? They lack the talent and they lack that innate skill. If you were to poll most GMs today, they would tell you that an 18-year-old such as LeBron James and Kobe Bryant would have a better NBA career than players like Adam Morrison and Christian Laettner. It's all about the skills.
Gotta have them skills. That's why we have the panel we have, because they can flip a script. You never know where they're really coming from. Now, we're going to flip the script. You heard their defense, but we're going to ask them to defend. There are only a handful of players who truly were talented enough to come out of high school and play. There are enough young athletes focusing on a pro career that's not going to happen instead of getting the education they need to make it. NBA players, do you really think these guys are mature enough for a pro career at 18? DizzieMac, the fan.
Man, there are only a handful. We've named them KG, Kobe, LeBron. I mean, I can't even say no more about them. I mean, we have others, Amari Stoudemire. We got others who've had long, fruitful careers in the NBA, but it hasn't been too many. A lot of athletes, young athletes, are focusing in on a pro career thinking that they are the next best thing, not going to school, getting that fat on their head. If I could just walk around and just slap them on the back of the neck. And say, get your head in a book. Instead of taking you hot sauce or somebody and one. Half man, half amazing. They're not mature. You cannot think of it as it's all or nothing. Get the education. It's free.
All right, okay, you heard the defense from DizzieMac. But let's see what the Midas mind has to say. Defend.
Ronnie B, the real danger here is that if we allow 18-year-old kids to go right into the NBA on the regular, then we're going to have 16 and 15-year-old kids who should be getting in their books thinking that they're going to break out because they did something at Bufu High School. Really? Really? That means that he's now not even prepared for college. Can't pass his SAT enough to do anything but junior college initially. because he knows he's going to be a pro. All the little girls in 10th and 11th grade told him so. All the folks in the neighborhood told him so. The dope dealers even gave the brother a pass. He didn't have to bang or nothing. You our guy.
Preach.
And you know what? At St. Wakefield, he was the guy. But he ain't the guy now. He's not the guy no more. And all of a sudden, he meets grown men. And all of them are 6, 7, and up, too. And he can't make it. And so he's in and out real fast. And in between the in and out, the groupies, his mom and dad, because generally this guy came from a neighborhood that ain't called a neighborhood. It's just called a hood. And so he had a lot of people to take care of. And they're going to say thank you right up front. But when that time is over, he's got no education. His basketball career is over. He's blown a knee. The groupies are gone. We remember when you was. And, hey, Mr. 6'8" guy, what you want a job at this warehouse? Because you can reach the highest shelf? Really?
That's right. That's right.
Hey, don't put down warehouse workers. Warehouse workers unite. Okay, we heard the defense from the Midas mind, but we haven't heard the defense from Shawn, Reach Movement Network. Defend.
You know, I don't know of any other job in the world where you can come out making millions of dollars having not worked to get it. When you go to college and play ball, you are learning about things that you haven't learned in high school, like sportsmanship, like being able to play ball in front of tons of people. You know, just the media coverage you get even in college, because sometimes college ball, man, it can be bigger than the NBA as far as media coverage about, you know, as far as how much people love it. And so there is no, you know, you need preparation. Therefore, when you go to college, not only are you hitting the books because you got to keep a certain GPA, you are learning what it takes to really make it in the NBA. So they're prepping you for that. And so, you know, a person shouldn't just jump from being a teenager to having multiple millions. That's unrealistic. Yes, you can focus your mind on being a pro athlete, and that's fine. You know, that's, you know, focus on what you want and get what you want out of life. That's cool. However, don't miss the step of part of getting what you want out of life is going through the right processes to learn how to have what you get when you get what you want.
Great.
We heard the defense from Shawn, and I noticed 3-4 Simi Shea girl said ease on over there, Shawn. You gotta watch him. But we have the First Lady defend.
For every LeBron and Kobe, there are going to be hundreds of players that go undrafted. Playing college basketball will help young players adjust to the NBA lifestyle. College prepares players mentally, so many of these players are touted as the top athlete on their high school team, and they have enormous, and I mean enormous egos, and lack the maturity. Playing college ball will help them get adjusted to a more team approach to playing basketball. They will also play against players that are also top players on their team. So in general, you know, college makes players become a man, and they'll make them learn how to play the game of basketball, which is lacking in so many of these players. So college is the thing, and they need to go to college.
And all right, you heard the defense. I didn't hear a mention of what are the NBA Players Association really trying to do with this push. Negotiating play? All right, First Lady, take us to break. Do we have a first lady taking us to break? Well, I'll take us to break. Stay tuned. Up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend.
You like to see me say girl sign?
Lord, I confess I've made mistakes. I have accumulated too much credit card debt, and now I cannot imagine overcoming it without your help. I beg of you to intercede on my behalf. Provide me with the financial means to be able to breathe again. Please forgive my sins, Lord. Walk with me. Help me to make the right decisions throughout my life. I'm Sharon, the debt destroyer. I work with people like you, good people, who need a way to eliminate their credit card debt and get back on the path to prosperity. My team of experts will work hard to help you eliminate your credit card debt and get you and your credit back on track. No busting, no loan, your credit card debt eliminated. Have your credit card debt destroyed? Contact me at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call 1-888-431-2829.
Welcome back. You are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for the funnies. DizzieMac, over to you.
Thank you, First Lady. First Lady, we have our 8th Need to Grow story of 2015. Police in Ohio said they arrested a man who called 911 to accuse his wife of stealing his stash of cocaine. Robert Daniel Collins, 39, of Alliance, called 911 Wednesday night and accused his wife of theft. He called 911 because he claimed that his wife stole his cocaine.
Uh-oh. Need to grow.
Need to grow. Police arrived and found Collins, who was wanted on an active warrant for failing to pay fines on a previous case, in possession of a glass pipe he identified as being for smoking marijuana. Whoa. Sean, I know you shocked. I see it in your face over there, man. Collins was taken to the Stark County Jail on misdemeanor charges of possession of drug paraphernalia and misuse of 911. He could face up to 60 days in jail and $500 in fines. Convicted on the charges.
That's wild.
That's wild. You said it, Joe. The suspect was released. Oh, wow. On his own recognizance and is scheduled to be arraigned Friday. The Alliance Municipal Court docket shows Collins failed to pay a fine of $25 and $589 in costs from a previous speeding and driving under the suspended license case. Police did not say whether the allegedly stolen cocaine was recovered. They didn't say nothing about that. They didn't say nothing about that. Oh, I forgot. He smoked.
Yeah, they were too busy with him.
Yeah, he was.
They said, "Hey man, we got enough paperwork on this guy. We ain't got to worry about no other case, too, man. I'm good for the night. Shoot, give me a donut and a cup of coffee."
He mad. He said, she didn't get a rock. She stole my boulder.
Yeah. And if I was judge, I would throw out the misuse of 911 because he did call on a criminal, didn't he, himself? Gosh, Flipper. If it's water splashing on me and my bearskin rug, it must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It. Shawn, pass me a towel, man.
Okay, time for Flip It Part 2, where host defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. The Bears have kicked Brandon Marshall to the curb and sent him flying to Team Green. Now, some would say Brandon was their best player, and getting rid of him does not help Jay Cutler or whoever the Bears sent up with a quarterback, whoever they end up with as a quarterback. Is this a bad move for the Bears and a good move for the Jets, but a lousy move for Brandon? Panel defend. The problem was not the offense. It was a defense that couldn't stop a Pop Warner team from scoring. Get rid of Brandon Marshall was a move they will regret. Midas mind, defend.
Running B, I'm a Bear fan. I drank the water first in Chicago, Illinois. I love the Bears. I love the Bears when they sucked. How could they be doing this? This is just crazy to me. You got a positive guy, a guy that supported Jay Cutler as much as he could in the locker room and to the media for as long as he could. And while he was supporting him, Brandon knew he was lying. He was trying to be a team player. But in the end, we see the powers align again. And the man who's doing the most for you get kicked to the curb. You know what? This kind of irks me about Chicago because they might have kicked the guy to the curb because he had the wrong hue. This kind of smacks of making sure everything stays in its proper antebellum order. It's really bad when you see Marshall being moved around after he supported Jay Cutler, and he was the only reason Jay Cutler was ever thought to have all the essentials. Strong arm, can make the completions. He set that tone in Denver before they both were, dismissed from Denver. He fought through his mental illness. He's doing good things in the community, loves Chicago, and you booed him. For Jay Cutler? Really? Jay Cutler's a scrub, and the whole world knows it. Chicago Bear fans, we tried so hard to love him, but we knew he was a scrub. I mean, we got Packers players who actively come out to the media and laugh and say, we know if we wait long enough, Jay gonna throw it to us. Wow. And you got rid of Brandon Marshall. Okay, well, we'll just have to see. But I think it was a horrible move for the Bears. And yeah, they need a whole lot more defense. But getting rid of your best offensive player is not the answer.
Okay, you heard the defense from Midas mind, DizzieMac, the fan.
There's a 92-year-old old lady in Lake Forest, Illinois, cussing right now because Brandon Marshall was the only one who felt like her, getting fired up, and that's Virginia McCaskey, matriarch of the Bears. She's probably looking around saying, what the father is going on in Hallis Hall? Bad move, because Brandon Marshall helps the defense. He was the way you could have helped the defense stay off the field, because a lot of those plays, again, here in Chicago, and I see a lot of those plays, short passes, intermediate routes, help move the chains.
Preach.
Jay Cutler, or I should say Jay Butler, because he plays like a butler. stuffy, arrogant, nose to the sky. Can't speak worth a damn. And you go away and give away your best player for a 5th-round draft pick? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Ouch. Pass my mimosa, please.
You heard DizzieMac on the defense, but we haven't heard from Shawn. Shawn, bad move for the Bears. They'll regret getting rid of Brandon Marshall.
You know, on this particular subject matter, I'm so going to pass. Because I don't know enough about the Bears. Because I don't care.
All right, okay. That's a fair. First Lady, defend.
Of course the Bears will miss the production of Brandon Marshall. Where are they going to get a wide receiver that can make special plays and grab touchdowns? Brandon had 61 receptions, 8 touchdowns, and 721 yards before he became injured. He and Jay Cutler, they had that special connection. For the first time, Jay Cutler had an explosive wide receiver. Now the Bears, they knew what type of player they were getting. They knew he came with this baggage. They knew his history. But all of a sudden, they want to trade him. Now they act like they have no use for him. Well, not only will the defense be bad, the offense, the Bears' offense, will also be bad without Brandon Marshall. I don't know what the Bears are doing, but Fox, he is definitely not being a Fox right now, because to get rid of Brandon Marshall, something is wrong in the Bears.
Bad news Bears.
All right. We're going to flip the script and have the panel defend. The Bears know they are stacked on offense. If the coach can give Jay a balanced game plan, otherwise known as run the ball, they can save that Brandon Marshall money to get someone who can play defense. This was a good move by the Bears. They will not miss Marshall. DizzieMac, defend.
Well, let's just say, let's just tell it like it is. We being real. I'm on the Bearskin rug naked, and you know DizzieMac is going to give you the real. The Bears just let the cuckoo out the clock and let Marshall fly away. Because, see, now you can bring in Forte more, Alshon Jeffrey more. You know, Brandon Marshall was already saying, hey, Alshon Jeffrey is as good as me, if not better right now. So they just said, hey, we just put some more pieces around them, expand their role, and we'll be fine. We can save some money, over $7 million. Hey, we got an offense that can do some things. Our young players are coming up, and they can fill the role that Brandon Marshall filled. We can draft. We can do some things. We can be players in free agency. It was a good move because, like I said, they let the cuckoo out the clock, and he's gone because, again, he was liable to go crazy at any time. You can see it in his anytime. He didn't need no steel reserve. He was ready. He was on 10 already.
He was waiting to bust.
Yes.
Well,
ready to bust.
On that note, we'll have the Midas man defeated.
The Chicago Bears is no different than any other team in the NFL this year. What we are seeing across the board as people got franchised and free agency begins is it's about youth. And it's about cutting big money out of the way. That's what happened to Shady McCoy. That's what happened to DeMarco Murray. That's what's happening right now to Dez Bryant, who, by the way, might even turn into draft picks if he can be replaced with Amari Cooper. So the bottom line is we're seeing cost-cutting across the NFL. You got a Bears team that has a defense that gives it up like a prostitute? What can you do?
I'm sorry, Midas, man. I have to correct you on that. You got to pay with a prostitute. They don't make nobody pay.
That's right. That's right.
They just.
Well, let me say, gives it up like a harlot. So here we have a situation where we got to find some money, and we got to make a defense happen, and we got a young Alshon Jeffrey that can replace this guy, really become a superstar. And when you look around the league, you see Percy Harvin getting dropped. There are going to be guys out here who realize, I can't get a job. I can't get a regular job. Okay, I will play for this. Versus somebody you have to pay. The Bears made the right decision. Now, if they could only continue and find a way to dump Cutler, we're 100.
All right. You heard the defense from the Midas mind, but hey, the First Lady has something to say.
The Bears got rid of Brandon Marshall, and good riddance. That's what everybody is saying in Chicago, especially in that locker room, because we all know Brandon Marshall was a headache and a disruption in the locker room. He was all about himself, and he did not make his players any better. He flew to New York one day during his during an off day, and the team was very upset about that, and they have never forgiven him for that. Brandon Marshall is a bad news Bears, and he continues to cause problems. He caused problems when he was in Denver. He caused problems when he was with the Dolphins. I mean, that's why the Dolphins were so hurriedly to get rid of Brandon Marshall. And obviously the Bears wanted to get rid of him too, because with giving him for a 5th-round draft pick, I mean, come on. They actually got nothing for Brandon Marshall. It was time for him to go. It was a dump. So, good riddance.
All right. You heard the Brandon Marshall fan over there. First Lady, take us to break so we can have our guest, Shawn, join us on that next segment.
Okay. On the other side of the break, we'll have another performance from Marlon Welsh on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
Good riddance, First Lady. Good riddance.
Like a $2 hoe.
Don't.
Credit card debt was kicking my butt. Filing for bankruptcy was not for me. I spoke with those debt consolidation people who only wanted me to keep the debt I had for what seemed like a century. A friend said, "Your debt destroyed." I said, "What?" They said, "Your debt destroyed." They said, "Contact Sharon at Your Debt Destroyed and let her team of experts eliminate your debt while building up your credit worthiness." I contacted Sharon, and she put her team to work to destroy my debt with a plan that was easy to follow and gave me and my family peace of mind. Don't consolidate your debt, eliminate your debt. Contact Sharon at YourDebtDestroyed.com or call her at 888-431-2829, extension 2.
I'm Boss Hogg, host of The Last Word. When I'm inside or outside of the studio, I have to make sure I wear the best, and that includes the best in eyewear. Ray-Ban eyewear has been worn by those seeking to go from myth to legend. Ray-Ban's selection of legendary styles dating back to 1937 have been worn by the famous, infamous, and everyone in between. Ray-Ban eyewear has stood the test of time. Many of today's top entertainers, athletes, and those who want to make a fashion statement choose from their vast array of styles designed to take you from myth to legendary. To find a store near you or to browse their wide selection, visit Ray-Ban at www.ray-ban.com. That's www.rayban.com. Take it from Boss Hogg. I say rush it when it comes to Ray-Ban. They are the last word when it comes to eyewear that will make your style legendary. Holla!
Oh, beautiful, just beautiful.
Oh, how adorable is that?
Edible Arrangements has a fresh fruit bouquet to make any occasion special. Our bouquets are made with fresh premium fruit, arranged in a variety of stunning displays. Make every occasion special with Edible Arrangements. Guys, the baby's over here.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay, yes.
And don't even think about touching my Edible Arrangements.
For pickup or delivery nationwide, call 877-DO-FRUIT, 877-DO-FRUIT, or go to ediblearrangement.com. That's ediblearrangement.com. Yeah.
Oh, my. What a nice looking baby you've got there.
Make all your special moments. Moments with Edible Arrangements.
You are listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. It's time for shout out part 2, the pigs and the banana. You know the music flows from around the globe around here to get a shout out from the First Lady and the crew. First Lady, what you got going on over there?
We have another performance from Marlon Welch. DJ, let's hear the title track, In the Crowd.
When you get into this groove, it makes you dance all night. You got a new attitude, and it feels so right. Na 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 na, take me high, 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 just the way I like. Na na na, I'm not the guy, don't waste my time. Feel the rhythm flow through you and I. Oh, everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Love the way you move. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. When you get into this groove, it makes you dance all night. You got a new attitude, and it feels so right. Na 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 na, take me high, 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 just the way I like. Na na na, I'm not the guy, don't waste my time. Feel the rhythm flow through you and I. Oh, everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Love the way you move. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Keep on moving on the dance floor. People moving all together. Keep on moving on the dance floor. People moving all together. Keep on moving on the dance floor. People moving all together. Keep on moving on the dance floor. People moving all together. Keep on moving on the dance floor. People moving all together. Keep on moving on the dance floor. People moving all together. Feel the rhythm flow through you and I. Oh, everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Love the way you move. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd. Everybody's jumping in the crowd.
All right, that's Marlon Welch. All right, let's go to our panel and see what they think about In the Crowd. Roddy B, I'm going to start with you. You giving this track a shout out, or are you going to hit the mute?
It's different. It's sort of like that first one where, and I think it's just because of the rhythms and putting it together. He does a nice job of that. So, you know, the beat is there, so I like it. Shout out. I'm giving this shout out.
Hey, Shawn, what did you think of In the Crowd?
You know, it was cool. It has sort of like the I don't want to say old school, but like just some of the elements of it's like the the old school. You can tell it's his style, and that he's just not stuck anywhere. He just has a specific style, sort of like the other one. So I'll give it a shout out. I like it. I like his style. I like what he's doing.
Okay, all right. And Joe, you hitting the mute button, or are you going to shout it out?
First Lady, I love the production of this. I like the way he put his music together. I like the beat, the move of it. I didn't know whether it was Marlon Welch or Marlon or Tito Jackson, which are not the two people that made it.
Well, I doubt it's going to be Marlon and Tito because they didn't say Tito.
Someone please pass the
Well, they were just backup.
But let me say, the production was so good, I've got to shout this one out.
Okay, shout it out. DizzieMac?
First Lady, I'm going to shout for somebody to hit the mute button.
You weren't feeling it, huh, DizzieMac?
I was not feeling it. I mean, it's like some kind of techno, some kind of the shimmy shake girls were looking around. They were looking at Shawn like, what you doing over here, the robot? Or what you doing? He was up dancing, and Ronnie B was over there, picking his afro, and they were looking at him like, no, my brother, no.
They just couldn't get into the groove with that. You know what, DizzieMac? So I'm going to shout it out. He compares himself to Luther Vandross, and particularly in that song, he's supposed to be found more. He said, this was from his website. Let's clarify that. He said he sounds like Luther Vandross, but to me, in that particular song, he sounded more like Usher. That song was almost like an Usher beat. But I'm gonna shout it out. I thought it was okay. And yeah, it was okay. I mean, he stayed in his lane, as we like to say, and I'm just gonna say it was okay. But I'm gonna shout it out. That's the end of shout out. If you like what you heard from Marlon Welch, check him out at marlonwelchnow.com. If you'd like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. And unfortunately, our interns and production crew, I don't know what is going on with them. They just did not have the scores tallies for this.
Oh, no. I must have won last week. I must have won.
Well, we'll see. We'll have those scores for next week. But let's get into our current picks to see who's going to be the NBA and college hoop champion. Cleveland Cavaliers will lose a game this week by 20 points or more. 20 points for the correct pick and a minus 10 for the incorrect pick. I'm going to say no. Joe, what do you think?
No way. No way.
DizzieMac?
They're going to lose a game by 15 or more this week. They're going to follow
that. That's not the question, DizzieMac. The question is they will lose a game by 20 points or more this week.
They will.
Okay, so you say yes. Shawn, you would like to get in this? The Cleveland Cavaliers will lose a game by 20 points this week or more?
Don't be scared.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah.
What?
Okay. Nah. James Harden will have a technical. 20 points for the correct answer and minus 20 for the incorrect. Well, he gets a lot of technicals. I think he's leading the league in technicals. I'm going to say no, though. I'm going to say no. DizzieMac, what do you think?
Yes, because he likes to kick them low.
Yes. He made LeBron James sing like Michael Jackson there for a few seconds. All right, Joe, what do you think?
No way, no way. Don't let one little penis kick spoil a man's reputation. He won't get a technical.
Okay, he won't get a technical. And Sean, do you think James Harden will get a technical?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Okay. Moving on. LeBron James will score under 15 points through a game this week. 25 points is the correct answer and minus 25 for incorrect. Joe.
He will not score under 15. You're seeing the end of these games wrap up, and LeBron is taking it over, so it's not going to happen.
Okay. DizzieMac.
No, it's not going to happen because LeBron is trying to win the scoring crown.
Okay, Sean.
If you can go by facts, that's not going to happen.
Okay. I don't think it's going to happen either. I don't think LeBron's going to score under 15 points because he's been on a great roll. All right, moving to the next question. My New York Knicks will win 2 games this week. 30 points for the correct answer and minus 30 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to start off this. The Knicks have been, actually they had won 2 games, I think, 2 weeks ago in a row. And then they lost the next 2 games by 30, and I think they lost like 30 points, 40 points on one game, and no, they will not win 2 games this week.
now, I just want to qualify. We didn't say 2 games in a row. We just said 2 games.
That's true. They will win 2. Let's clarify that. No, they still will not win 2 games this week.
Oh, well.
Joe?
I think this week the Knicks are going to really come out and be the Knicks, and I can't see them winning 2 games. No. They won't win 2 games.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe. Finish up.
I'm done. It's simple. It's the Knicks.
All right, Sean?
The Knicks, no, they're not going to win 2 games this week. Not in a row. No.
Well, it doesn't have to be in a row. It is if they'll win 2 games, period, for the week.
Solid no.
Still a no. Okay.
Hey.
Still a no.
Does anybody know who the Knicks are playing this week?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
If you look at their record,
whoever they're playing, they're going to lose to them.
Talk about that.
I tell you, I'm talking about my Knicks. DizzieMac, what do you think about the Knicks winning 2 games?
Okay, well, this is where Dizzy going to shock and amaze you. They play the Indiana Pacers tonight. They got Denver. They at Denver. They at Utah. They at the Lakers. And they at Golden State. They will win 2 games this week.
Oh. DizzieMac, you have more confidence than I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Mix that man's drink, Shimmy Shake girls. You're not mixing his drink.
The top 3 college teams will be undefeated this week. 40 points for the correct answer, minus 30 for the incorrect. I'm going to say yes, they will be undefeated this week. Joe, what do you think?
I'm going to say no. This is the week Virginia falls.
Okay, and Sean?
Let's go with no. That's a guess. Okay. Let's go with no.
So they will be undefeated this week. You say no, they will not. Okay.
They will not.
And DizzieMac, the top 3 college teams will be undefeated this week.
First Lady, Sean kind of seems like he know what he's talking about. He answered with confidence over there. Like he knows the game. Like he's been around. Yeah. No.
Don't ask you about the Bears though.
No, not the Bears. All right. So I guess I'm the only one saying yes, they will be undefeated. Russell Westbrook will have at least 2 double-doubles or better this week. We'll have at least 2 double-doubles or better this week. Russell Westbrook has been on a tear now. He's been scoring over 40 points the last week. So I'm going to go with yes. DizzieMac.
Yeah, he's been tearing it up. Wow. Well, I said yes. But they got Toronto tomorrow, and they got the Clippers Wednesday. Minnesota
so you
Friday.
Say yes.
And Chicago. Yeah, because he tore it up in Chicago. Woo, he tore it up. He clowned in Chicago, but they got beat.
Sean, what do you think?
Westbrook's he's been on a streak recently, so we're gonna have to say yes.
You're gonna say yes on that one, okay, Joe?
On a streak.
I need you to clarify the question for me. I think he is gonna double every game, if that makes it plain.
Okay, well, the question is Russell Westbrook will have at least 2 double-doubles or better this week.
Oh, yeah.
So if you think he's going to do it every game, then your answer will be yes.
Yes. Put a face mask on the man, and that's just like a cake.
All right, so you say yes. Okay, so we'll see next week, and I promise we're going to get on our production assistants to make sure we have those scores. Before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. DizzieMac, what did you miss?
I missed everything this week. It was one of the weeks.
All right, so
no, that's a week. Were you hanging out with Spit Face? Do I need to put in a? I know you know what he was on Bluntly Speaking last week, so we know what effect that had.
Hey, I would.
Okay. So DizzieMac missed everything this week. Midas, I know you didn't miss any money, but what did you miss?
I was listening to the radio day before yesterday, First Lady, and here in Dallas, they were talking about Dirk Nowitzki being old. He's gotten old. He can't do what he used to do. He's fallen off a cliff. And all of a sudden, one of the guys said, you know what? Black players don't go down as fast. They don't just fall right off the cliff. Black don't crack. But other than that, just really falls apart completely. And it hurt my heart so bad to hear that kind of statement made about race. But then they told me Dirk scored 17 points in February. Damn. And they said that, you know what, he's off to a good start. He scored 12 points. In March, that's 2 games. I think the Mavericks are officially done, and I had missed.
Wow. All right, Shawn Broadnax. Well, first of all, we thank you for joining us on the show, but what did you miss, and how can our listeners learn about the work you are doing at Reach Movement Networks and move their place of worship into the 21st century?
I have no idea what I missed this week. Because I missed it.
You missed it.
You hanging out with DizzieMac earlier? Is that why Spit Face found you in the hallway wandering?
I don't know. What I missed it. Okay.
And how can our audience learn about Reach Movement Networks?
Learn about Reach Movement is easy. Just go to reachmovement.net. Or you can always look me up. I'm Shawn Broadnax, and I'm on every social network and everywhere in the world. You can always check me out, see what we do. We do a lot of things for the media integration business, and we also do a lot of entertainment investments in Christian music and entertainment. So check it out.
Okay, all right. Well, again, glad that you're on the show with us. Now, I didn't miss it, but I was glad to see that Craig Sager from TNT was back to the sidelines where he belonged, because everybody missed Craig in those wild suits that he likes to wear.
Whoa, ugly.
This is Cheryl Smith of the crew. You have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports.